What's up, people? This is Kiato here. So it is that time of the season again. The season of spring. Spring of cleaning as well as allergies. And I guess that's the only positive thing I can say about this whole quarantine is I'm not going outside. And usually when I go outside, I end up getting, I guess, pollen in my eyes and it starts itching and have to use eye drops. And I expect, let's not go into that. But yeah, so today I am cleaning my whole room. Well, not really. My anime collection's all good, but I'm cleaning out my whole video game collection, and I thought it'd be a good idea to show you guys my whole video game collection and show you guys my exquisite tastes in video games, and also I think might be over 100 video games now. So this isn't all my video games. I just put all on this ironing board, and yeah, I'm using ironing board because honestly I don't have enough space since, well, I don't have space. Alright, so starting off is my PlayStation 4 games, as you guys could get a clearer view of my collection. Oh, by the way, Resident Evil 3, I bought this at Best Buy, so they gave me a bonus case, just if anyone asks, but yeah. Some of these games still are in its shrink wrap. I know Valkyrie Chronicles Remastered is in the shrink wrap still, and so is Uncharted 4 Nathan Drake collection. But funny thing about my PS4 is I bought it when Destiny came out, and initially I wasn't planning on buying PS4 until some special console came out, but I bought it during the time when it was $320 on Newegg, and during that time, retail price for a PS4 was about $400, so I was like, screw it, I'm just going to buy a PS4, get Destiny, follow the hype, and yeah, biggest regret, because not only did I get a game that wasn't as fun, but my PS4 also had issues where it would eject the disc, like randomly at night or during the day, and also the fact that there wasn't many PS4 games during that time that were good. It wasn't until like, I would say 4 years later, where, you know, PS4 started getting a good amount of its library, so yeah. The games in the middle right here are games that I'm currently playing, or at least games that I don't really hold into my collection. It's more so of the games on the right side and the left side, since I mostly collect Japanese style games, or, you know, Japanese games, or Japanese influence games, I guess you could say. And yeah, I mean, that's just how I am. Of course, I'm an anime collector, so I gotta get my anime type of games. But I say, no matter what, I think my favorite game from the PS4 era was definitely Persona 5. Persona 5 was an amazing game, and I think I put like over 100 hours into this game. But yeah, I really love this game. I did discover some games that I never thought I would fall in love with, and some of the games I actually fell in love with. I fell in love with the Yakuza series, which I never actually got the chance to play on PS2, but man, am I glad that I avoid Yakuza on PS2, because holy crap, does it have like bad English dub. And also the fact that the remaster is really beautiful, especially like Kiryu and Majima. And what else? Oh, this one's pretty funny. Ni no Kuni 2. I actually have the game, but this one I actually got at Anime Expo off of, I have no idea, some booth. And yeah, they just decided to hand me a steel bookcase that has no game in it. It's just a nice little thing. So I just have a steel bookcase of this for some reason. Yeah, this is pretty much I mean, I have more PS4 games, but they're in collector's boxes, which I will show you guys in a bit. Alright, so next up is my PlayStation 3. I know it is not a lot, and pretty much the reason why there's not a lot of PlayStation 3 games is for the fact that many games I have are actually bundles. So God of War, for example, is 5 full games into one, and same for, you know, BioShock Infinite, because it comes with the original BioShock game, and Infamous. But I also bought the PlayStation 3 like a year before the cycle ended for the console. So, you know, I just wanted to get a PlayStation 3 because not only did it play Blu-rays, but also allowed you to play like original PlayStation 1 games onto the console, so I thought that was pretty cool. And I also have a lot of emulators on my PlayStation 3 that I bought that I play old school games with, so I really love the system. It's a joyful to have. If you guys want to get a really good system for a cheap price, I recommend PlayStation 3. Not only can you play, like I said, PlayStation 1 games, but Blu-ray. There's no PlayStation. You don't have to pay for PlayStation Plus, so you can play online with friends for free. But yeah, honestly, really good system, and this is my games. This side I definitely hold to collect. This side more so just to play for fun, but I will be adding the Devil May Cry games onto my collector side. So these games I definitely want to hold forever, and these games are questionable, but I just play for fun. But yeah, do not get Rainbow Six Vegas 2 on PlayStation 3. I bought this game at GameStop for like $3 because me and my friend, I remember playing it with him on Xbox 360, and the game ran perfectly fine, but holy crap, does it not run fine at all on PlayStation 3. I remember I streamed playing this game, and people were questioning me like, yeah, is your stream laggy? I told them like, no, the game just runs like ass. So yeah, you could toss this away. Alright, so next up is my PlayStation 2 collection. So I have the most fond memories with the PS2, and also I think I have double the amount of games than the PS3 from just judging by the look of it. But yeah, so many fond memories of it, and also like the console I was the most hyped for when I was little. But not gonna lie, some of these games I have really fond memories with. Show you guys right here. Mortal Kombat Deception. I love this game. It's when I was really big into Mortal Kombat, and Mortal Kombat Deception was a really fun game. Playing around Conquest mode and just like, just playing as Noob and Smoke, which are the cheapest characters used in the game. You got Tony Hawk Underground 2. This game, I spent so many hours playing, not only the modes, but customizing my character, editing maps, and honestly, this game's still amazing till this day. And I wouldn't mind going back to it and playing it. And of course, the first game I ever owned on the PlayStation 2, Soul Calibur 2. Man, I remember this game. I think this game was released in 2003 or 2004. I got this as well as Pokemon Ruby version, and this game was so hype. This game was amazing, and I think it was the first game that introduced guest characters, because each one, of course, Soul Calibur 2 on PlayStation featured Heihachi, the Xbox featured Spawn, and the GameCube one featured Link from Legend of Zelda. So yeah, this was hype. This was amazing. And yeah, this is my collection. On this side, on the left side, are games that I'm planning on putting on my shelf, because these are games that I really love. Of course, you got the bottom ones right here that are Japanese games, and if you guys are curious what they are, you got Tales of Abyss, Tales of Legenia, and of course, you got more Tales games. So, Tales of Fandom Volume 2, which I bought for $10 at Pink Gorilla. Tales of Symphonia, PlayStation 2. I don't know how many copies I have of Tales of Symphonia, which is funny. Tales of Rebirth, which is signed by the main character himself right here. Oh, and Kingdom Hearts, which is not Japanese. It's Japanese, but it's not the Japanese edition. Really nice cover though, not gonna lie. Oh, and I'll show you guys really quick. Some of these games are actually signed by the voice casts themselves, so right here you got the English voice cast of Persona 3. You got Yuri, you got Tara Platt, Karen Stratton, Vic Mignogna, and then the same vice versa. You got some of the voice casts right here from almost all of them. And then Devil May Cry 3, signed by the voice of Dante himself. Jackpot. So next up is my PlayStation collection. I'm not gonna lie, I recently started collecting PlayStation games about roughly 2 years ago. Not a whole bunch, but the reason why I started collecting PlayStation games is for the fact that PlayStation was the era of a lot of JRPG games that came out. Of course, you got the biggest one. You got Final Fantasy VII, which the remake came out recently, and it's amazing. But yeah, this one's signed by the director right here. But yeah, so many RPG games came out, and PlayStation was the era of Capcom. And show you guys, I actually bought these in Japan. So got Mega Man or Rockman 6, Rockman 5, Rockman 4. Also got Japanese Tales of Eternia. Oh yeah, and also the beginning of the Tales games, which is the reason why I started collecting PlayStation games. But got Tales of Destiny, Fantasia, you got Persona 2. Oh yeah, that reminds me, Persona 1's like down here. This was probably the hardest thing to get. This isn't, the Japanese version, but this is the English one, which is really hard to come by, and I won off of auction on eBay, and it's really good condition. Has not really many scratches, no destroyed cases, but yeah, I really love the PlayStation. It was, it's memorable. I think my first game I ever played on the PlayStation was Mega Man X4, and that game, till this day, still blows my mind of how amazing it looks and an amazing soundtrack. And yeah, I just realized I still have it here, but hope to get the English one too. But yeah, I'm still currently building my PlayStation library, so you'll probably see more the next time I ever make a video game collection haul. But so far, this is all I got for my PlayStation games. Alright, next up are my Nintendo games, and also my Xbox 360 games, which I actually don't own the console for anymore. So I just decided to mix it in with my Nintendo games. But yeah, not really much Nintendo games to show you guys. I bought a Wii, but I only played it for a year, and then I got bored and bought Xbox. And once I had Xbox, played a lot of Modern Warfare, Call of Duty series games, and then sold the console for like $150 when I bought the PS3, because I didn't really like the Xbox 360 anymore, since a lot of my friends were moving on to PC. And funny enough, here are some GameCube games which I have, and I don't even actually have a GameCube. I just bought these because I wanted to get some games into my video game collection. I'm planning on trying to get all the Mario Party games. I need to get Mario Party 3 back from my little cousin. But yeah, my Nintendo, the biggest one, the one that everyone loved, Wii Sports. It's in the game. This is still fun to play and mess around with. Got Tales of Symphonia Dawn of New World. Not an amazing game, but had to get it for my Tales collection. The most visually appealing looking Smash game of all. Here's like the only 2 Nintendo Wii U games I have. Xenoblade Chronicles X, which I didn't really play that much, and Fatal Frame 5, which I cannot play with my Wii U because it's region locked, but I only bought this just because I thought it came with the collector's edition, so I could hold on to it, since I really like the Fatal Frame series, even though I'm a scaredy cat. Alright, next is my portable games, which is mostly, for my Nintendo DS and 3DS, and the Switch, which I just got recently, so just going over really quick with my Nintendo Switch. Of course, I had to get Bloodstained Ritual of Night. I actually bought on eBay for the Kickstarter edition, so I actually got everything that's included, and I bought it for like reasonable price of $50, so this game, by far, probably one of my favorite games from last year to play. Mega Man Zero Legacy Collection, had to get this, especially a physical copy, because I really love the series, and honestly the physical copy is actually getting really difficult to find, so had to snatch myself a copy of this. And of course, the game that everyone's playing right now, Animal Crossing. And lastly, Guilty Gear 20th Anniversary Edition. This is the UK edition or the Europe edition, which doesn't come with all the steelbooks or the nice things that come with it. It just comes with, you know, the art book, and I think it actually comes with a steelbook case. But I'm planning on buying another copy of this soon, of the, you know, English one, and opening that one up soon. But yeah, here are my Nintendo games. So of course, right off the bat, you see a lot of Pokemon games. You want to take a closer look. A lot of Pokemon game. But you know what? I love Pokemon. You can't deny that fact. Pokemon's still a good game to play. And then Nintendo game or Nintendo DS games, which two of them right here, Jump Ultimate Star and Jump Superstar. Oh my god, I wish they made an English adaptation for these two. These two games are amazing and just stupidly fun to play with your friends. The only problem is I don't understand a lot of Japanese. Like I could read some parts of it, but I can't read like all kanjis. But nevertheless, you can still be able to play it. It's just really fun. So yeah, if you guys ever plan on getting this, you could get it on eBay for like $10. Hit me up. But just put on top here. Pokemon Fire Red Edition. This is Game Boy Advance. Man, not as good as the original in my opinion. Ooh. And the best Pokemon generation of all, Heart Gold version. I need to go get Silver Edition or Silver Soul. But yeah, this is by far the best Pokemon game in the gen out there. 16 gyms, you get Battle Red. You can replay against gym leaders. This game's so fun, and it comes with Pokemon Walkie. This game, no doubt, best Nintendo DS game for the whole system. But there's a lot of good games for Nintendo DS. I mean, you got The World Ends With You. You got, well, technically this is a Game Boy Advance game. This is just made into a collection, so I don't count that. But yeah, Nintendo DS had a lot of amazing games for a console, and honestly, it's just amazing. So next is my dinky PSP collection. So yeah, not much to write home about. I didn't really own the PSP for that long. The only game I technically bought for that console when I first owned a PSP was definitely Final Fantasy Crisis Core, which is really good story, not so much gameplay wise, but really beautiful. And of course Medieval Resurrection, because I love Medieval when I played on PlayStation. This one's not that bad, but it's funny how there's at least 2 remakes already, with one on the PS4 just recently, and this one back in, I think, 2007, 2006. But yeah, these two are I just bought them because I need to add these to my Persona series collections, as well as my Tales of series collection, so of course I had to get these two. And same for these two as well. It's funny because I don't even own a PSP Vita. I never owned one. I just bought these just to put into my video game collection because yeah, I mean, you can't, if I can't, or you know, I need to get these games to fill my whole collection, so that's the only answer I could give out. Alright, next is my SNES collection, or as many people will call it, the Super Famicom. But yeah, SNES was the first console that I ever played video games on. It's actually how I got introduced to video games, and you know, it's my way of, you know, building connection with my relatives, family, my sister. But you know, times have changed. But I remember the 3 games that we only had for like years that we consistently played were these 3. So Super Mario World and Super Mario All-Stars. This was a game that started it all for me. This was amazing, and yeah, I didn't know that Super Mario World was supposed to be separate from this. Many people just got Super Mario All-Stars, somehow we got lucky and we got Super Mario World included. But yeah, such an amazing game. Kirby's Dream Course, which, you know, I thought this was Kirby, but I guess this was like a side game. But nevertheless, it was really fun. And Speedy, who? Come on, fix yourself. Speedy Gonzala. Los Gatos Bandos. This game was really fun. This game was absolute blast. But yeah, these three were like the only games that we own. And of course, years later, I would, you know, get more into video games, and these games I would get along either on my birthday, or, you know, my mom just decided to give me a video game because she was being really nice. But yeah, such fond memories. To this day, I will forever love the SNES with its whole amazing, you know, library games of Super Metroid, Donkey Kong Country 2. Like, I remember I borrowed games from my cousin, and he had those two games I speak of, and as well as Arkham, that moving Tetris looking game. I don't know what it's called. I'll put a picture right here. But yeah, fun times, childhood memories, and last but not least, my collector's editions. So these are either A, they still have the original boxing, or B, collector's edition. So show you guys individually. So really quickly on this side, of course, these are actually the two, you guys can see right here, 3DS. So no, this was about 2-3 years ago when Nintendo decided to release the emulator on the 3DS of Pokemon Soul, or Pokemon Silver and Gold, and they had a special collection in Japan where, you know, you could get the physical box. It comes with the code of the game, as well as like other goodies inside as well, such as a magnet of the Game Boy cartridge, a mini sticker of all new Pokemon, and just like, I guess, just a physical box itself of the game. But yeah, had to get these because these two games were pretty much my favorite Pokemon game, and how I got introduced to playing Pokemon. I mean, technically it didn't introduce me to Pokemon, but it was my first Pokemon game that I ever owned, so had to get it. Right here is Tales of Fantasia on a Game Boy Advance. So this is the English one. Bought this for about 50 bucks. Technically 45, but you know, tax and all. Almost good condition. I mean, the only shitty thing is there is where is it? Right here is a little tear. I mean, you guys aren't going to see it, but there's like a tear right here you guys can see. But still, I'll at least have the box, the game, and the manual and everything inside. Now, funny enough, I actually had a Super Famicom one for the, you know, Japanese one, with the original boxing. Now I just need to figure out a way to get the English one, because I think there was a limited release on you know, America for the English one, so I have to somehow get my hands on that with the full box. Right here, Mega Man Battle Network, one of my favorite games on the Game Boy Advance, next to Pokemon and Mega Man Zero. So these ones I actually bought in Japan, if you guys haven't checked my Japan haul video. So you got Mega Man Battle Network 5 Colonel, Mega Man Battle Network 4 Blue Moon, Mega Man 3 Black, and Mega Man Battle Network 2. No, wait, this is the original Mega Man Battle Network. But yeah, all this is still in the box. I mean, they're open, of course, but you know, at least I have the original box, which is really cool. And they're pretty cheap too, 3,000 yen, which is about equivalent to about $31. This one was $16. 22. I think this was the most expensive one, because Mega Man Battle Network 3 was the longest and the most valuable one. I actually have it. I have the Mega Man Battle Network 3 white It's in one of my Nintendo DS cartridge or cases, but yeah. Here is Shimigami Tensei 4. Interesting game. Bought this limited edition. It's not bad of a game, but not my cup of tea, if you get my drift. Ooh. Camera's not zooming in. Oh, there we go. Not bad. And of course on the side. I didn't include this in my PlayStation 2 portables just because this is the collector's edition of Persona 2 Innocent Sin that has a mini soundtrack included. And it's really good condition box, which never been open, as you guys can tell from the seal. Pretty sweet. My Tales of Vesperia Collector's Edition. This is from Japan. America got a different set, which sucks. But this one's really nice because it actually comes with a lot of cool stuff inside, which I'll probably do an unboxing of eventually soon. Metal Gear Solid Legacy Collection. Metal Gear Solid Legacy Collection. Of course, you can still get this game on PlayStation 3, but getting this version that also comes with the art book here is like nearly impossible. And the only way you could get that was initial release when, you know, with its shrink wrap. Otherwise, you can still get the game, just not with the art book. So somehow managed to get this at Half Price Bookstore for $15, and damn, was that a good deal. Of course, if you guys don't know me, then you should know by now. Really love Automaster, and bought this for like $10 because it comes with a lot of cool goodies inside, as you guys can see right here. And yeah, bought this in Japan. Plan on getting all the Automaster games, but yeah, I just wanted to get it because why not? It was cheap. Just managed to get it. Woo! A game that was nearly impossible to get. Fire Emblem Fates Special Edition. So I recall when I saw the pre-orders being up, I called my GameStop immediately and they told me like, yeah, no one pre-ordered it yet. You could just go ahead, come to the store and pre-order it. Boom! Went to the store, pre-ordered it, and I saw this game sold out in less than an hour, and people going nuts. Because it included not only both Conquest and Birthright, but included Revelation, which is pretty much the third game, which was a DLC you could purchase for $20 if you had Conquest or Birthright, but if you had the special edition, it came with it already, and it was really a release for anyone that had special edition. So this was really hard to come by. This, no regrets. The boxing is nice. Comes with the art book, some pouch, and the game. But yeah, really love the boxing. Really awesome. Next are Kingdom Hearts 1.1 or 1.5 I mean, and Final Fantasy X 10-2 Remaster. So these are both limited editions, and these were the only editions that Square Enix ever did that pretty much use an art book as also a game case, which featured arts on this. Pretty hard to come by during that time when it's first released. Everyone was getting Final Fantasy X. For me, I bought Kingdom Hearts 1.1 or 1.5 because Kingdom Hearts was my game. It was the game, a childhood game that all my friends would talk about, and we made stupid videos and get dislikes on YouTube. Please don't dislike my video. But yeah, this game 1.5, this was the Final Mix edition too, so it actually made it even better because Final Mix was not released in America, and it wasn't until 1.5 that's when it was finally released to America, you know, the English one. So it came with bonus bosses as well as additional storylines. So I question why Square Enix doesn't do this still. I mean, this was really cool to have like an art book / game case. Really, can never understand, but nevertheless, I have both these, only one I guess, and yeah, awesome collector, or awesome things to collect. Alright, next are my PlayStation 4 Collector's Edition, so nothing really to write home about, but just to show you guys, here's my Grand Blue Fantasy versus Premium Edition. Game's alright. Not bad, it's interesting. Just don't like the fact that there's so many DLCs being released just out of the blue. Final Fantasy X and X-2. Okay, a little fun story about this. This was the first Final Fantasy that I bought before I actually got this one. This one I actually got at half price bookstore for $10, and then this one I bought for retail price for $60. And then I just ended up playing it on the PlayStation 4, but it came with a counter. Just not worth it. Ooh, of course, Final Fantasy VII Remake Deluxe Edition. Definitely get yourself Final Fantasy VII Remake. It's such a good game, and honestly, it's not really much of a remake. It feels like a sequel to Final Fantasy VII, but you'll know once you play it, and if you played the original. Yakuza Remastered Collection. So this one features Yakuza 3, 4, 5. Had to get this because I wanted to play Yakuza 4 the most. Yakuza 4 was the best Yakuza game. I wish it was before the re-edit version, because there's history with Yakuza 4 with one of the main characters. He was accused of drugs, and later found out that he wasn't the culprit, and he got fed up with it and just decided to leave the entertainment industry of being a movie star and all. But yeah, Yakuza, and of course the game that kind of let me down, Kingdom Hearts 3. I mean, that's the best you'll get from me. Alright, next is my big boy collection, or pretty much stuff that's just overly big. But first is my Persona Q2 Collector's Edition. Never really got the chance to open it or play it yet, but here are collectibles. I mean, nothing much to say about it other than I have it, which I would want to play it, but there's so many games out here right now I gotta play first, and yeah. And then of course, Catherine Full Body. This is the updated version of Catherine, which the original game was released in PlayStation 3 about a decade ago. But yeah. Also, here are all the goodies that come with it. Never really actually unboxed this yet. Maybe I'll do a video on it sometime soon, but just to show you guys that I have it. But oh, this one's really nice. This is actually Virtual On. This is the Certain Magical Index collaboration with Virtual On, as you guys can see. The only thing that sucks about it right now is Sega pretty much no longer has a license to this, or at least to the series of Certain Magical Index, so they stopped. You can still buy physical copies right now, but yeah, all digital online shops of it, or online sales of it, are done. It's no longer on the online market, but you can still buy the physical copy on like eBay or something like that. But I thought this is really cool because I love Certain Magical Index, and I had to get this because I love Virtual On as well. I don't know what actually comes with in the game, to be honest, but I'm actually planning on buying a PlayStation 4 one so I can actually play it. Alright, so my next collector's edition, I have Fire Emblem Shadow of Valentina Echoes. So this is actually a remake of one of the older Fire Emblem games. Never opened yet. Well, it comes with the art book, 3 pins, as well as a mini art book or mini CD soundtrack. Yeah, I don't know why I haven't opened this. I think it's just for the fact that, like I mentioned before, there's so many good games out here right now that... And also for the fact that this is a nice unopened box. I can't just open it. I gotta preserve it. But that's not the only Fire Emblem game that I have that's collector's edition. I also got Fire Emblem 3 Houses for the Switch. It's funny too because I bought this before I even had the Switch. But, now I have a Switch. So, so many good things I hear about this game. So many people fanboying, fangirling, and probably one of the biggest games on the Nintendo Switch that's really good. I mean, the last good one I heard that people really like was Fire Emblem Awakening, but Three Houses, here's a limited edition. Alright, next is my Persona 5. So I have to talk about this personally. This is the 20th anniversary collector's edition, which, you know, this is from Japan, by the way. So unopened, still sealed. It comes with pretty much the art book. Comes with the soundtrack from all Persona 5 games. As you can see, this is all the schools from the Persona series, DLCs, as well as the game. But yeah, camera, could you focus for me? Thank you. But yeah, this is the 20th anniversary. Never gonna open it because I already have, you know, a copy of the game in English. So pretty awesome. But now I get to relive that journey again because I just recently bought Persona 5 Royal Edition. So pretty much an expansion off of Persona 5. I mean, I'll play again, but I'll start playing it very soon. It's just I'm kind of burnt out on video games right now, and I just played Persona 5 for like over 150 hours when that game first came out, so I'm kind of not in any rush to, you know, hurry my butt and play it, but here it is. Alright, here are some more collector's edition games. So of course you got the Persona 5 Premium Edition, as well as Ni no Kuni 2 Collector's Edition, which this one I actually bought off of the Bandai store for like $50. And it's funny too because retail price for this when it first came out was $200. So suckers, I saved myself $150. But yeah, the reason why I didn't want to bring these things out is because they're actually holding my picture frame as well as my Miku or Mika Jogosaki plush. So just go ahead and leave it there. And also, didn't want to, you know, drag these ones out too because they're perfect where they're at. But here is my Tales of Series Collector's Editions. So Tales of Berseria, Symphonia, Zestiria, and on the back you got Exilia's Collector's Edition as well as Exilia 2. But yeah, pretty much my collector's editions of Tales are pretty much on the display case. But yeah, no point of bringing them out because they are perfectly fine at where they're at. Alright you guys, I'll pretty much end it here for the video. If you guys did enjoy my video game collection and, you know, my babbling talk about them, leave a like, comment, and subscribe below in the description. But in the meanwhile, yeah, I think there's a lot of video games I have to clean up and organize, so yeah, gives me something to do for the whole day. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Oh yeah, and keep watching anime and you know, stay safe out there. See ya.